Tell them about it.
Oh, so the structure is very simple. Rather than, we used to have this program was $2,000, this program was $3,000, and all these different things. The intention is simply this. It's to have it be a subscription. And the subscription is it's $250 to initiate your subscription, and it's $147 a month. And for that, you can do any program that's scheduled as many times as you want. There'll be new programs, like Satya and I are designing a new program around this. Whatever programs that we have, but there are tools along the way. So you can do $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 of programs for that amount. But that's not the point. Then access to all of the other items that we have and that we will be creating, the communities, the activities. You should realize one thing. You should know that if you say, this is what I want to create, we will get behind you and we will kick your ass. So don't actually sign up if you don't actually want to produce those outcomes. Do not have us be another... Here's what we're not willing for. We're not willing for people to be members, and the reason that they're members is because it appeases your mind that even though you're not creating what you want, you can at least say, but see, I'm a member. Huh? Do you guys get what I'm saying? So we actually would be enabling you to not do it. So we will be finding out, what do you want? We will be kicking your ass. We will be making sure community and people around you, you're actually creating what you want in your life, not just saying it, not just a vision board. Is that clear?
Yes.
And you know what? And there's no contract. There's no, you have to be a member for 12 months or 18 months. You can do 3 programs in 3 months and then you could stop and you'll just done $6,000 of programs for $600. That's fine. Our commitment is that it's our responsibility to providing so much value for you that you feel you should stay on. And if you don't feel it's enough value, then you probably shouldn't stay on. And that's part that works both ways, which is you got to say, wow, I really want that. You know what you shared about the illumination intensive, you got that. And you could say, well, and then you were asking questions about relationship. You say, okay, great. The next thing I want is I want this happening for me in relationship. Great, no problem. The next 6 months, we're going to make sure that that's complete. Then you say, now this in my finances. You want to take on 2 at the same time? Okay, fine. But we are going to take it on with you. Basically, we're going to love you so much, we're going to make sure it happens. But here's the thing we really got. If we really are saying who we are, we really do say we love you and we're behind you, we're not going to let you just not do it. If it's really important to you. That's just selling out. And the fact of the matter is, that's critical in an environment for all of us. We all love, I have yet to find an individual who can be at their best by themselves. It just doesn't happen. It may be, but I just never. I haven't played a lot of competitive sports, even in the individual sports, even when you're training as a runner. You always run with people faster. You run in an environment that calls you forth. Heck, even in world track and Olympic track, in key races, they send out, middle distance, they send a rabbit. You know what a rabbit is? A runner who's not going to finish the race, who just runs the first 800 meters of a 1,500 meter to pull the field along at a faster pace. And it's like that. So you know what? It's about, it's all about that thing. That evil thing you have called potential? That we never take it on ourselves. Somebody else will relate to us as our potential. Somebody else will bring the best out of us. We're very bad at doing it ourselves. It's just useful to just tell the truth about it and then work in an environment. For me, so to work in an environment with Satya and with other people I work with people that I love to work with the right level of challenge that it brings it out, because sitting by myself, I don't do that. So it's like really simple. It's like, and we looked at it lots of different ways. It's the equivalent of a latte a day. It's some people's cable and internet bill a month. It's this and that. What else are you doing with $150 a month that's even remotely going to give you that? But ultimately, it's really not a money conversation. It's a commitment conversation. So to some degree, if you're in this room, you have a commitment to living an exceptional life. You touched part of this, you wouldn't be here. Okay, great. The thing is, you actually get to choose now whether you're really going to or you want to keep thinking about it. I know, by the way, I also recommend that you actually realize, oh, you know what, I'm not going to. I'm actually going to be happy with the way it is. That's fine, too. But you can be left here at source and choosing to be in. I want it, so therefore I'm in. Actually, don't even choose to be in this. Choose to want to be creating your life for the rest of your life. And therefore, it makes sense to be in. Or say, actually, you know what? I'm not interested in doing the work, and choose to be out and then be peaceful about that. But be complete. Don't think about it. You're like you need more things to think about. So that's how it works. Simple as hell. And you know, it's that's about it. I was talking to Satya the other day. I said, you know, I was trying to look at other stuff people spend money on monthly. I said, it's like my insurance, except it's like happiness insurance. Way better. Because that's what it is. And then the other part we're going to be asking people, what are you dealing with and what do you need? So we can continue to design. I mean, we've got ideas, but to tell you the truth, it's got to work. And ultimately, we're willing to change anything and try anything if it's actually going to be effective. So you'll tell us, you know what you've got, it's not working, and I need support in moving this from here. So, okay, well, fine, let's make something up.
Then we create that. So right now, it's access to all our core fundamental trainings. So that's what's already in place. And in each one of those trainings, or places where it's like a Jedi training ground, you know what I mean, for yourself. Each one of those places has in it is a reliable structure for you to continue to implement and to make that alive in your life.
Right off the bat, if you just put yourself in every program in the year, you'd be like, you'd be white light by the end of the year probably. And that's all available. And it's true. But there's also already the online stuff and various groups that we're organizing in communities. And then there'll be other things.
The men's groups, the women's groups, all the get it ons, the get it illumination senses, get real, all of that as much as you want to experience. Depending on what will bring you to source. It's not about how many do I need to go to. It's about keeping that fire lit. And you know it when it's lit. And you can tell when you're going into consuming. And so we want to keep you from not falling into consuming and have it so that your ass is continuously creating so that you're actually wanting to live all these things that are burning inside you and making it happen.
The part of it is to remove your having to consider, oh my God, I'd like to do this, but it'll cost me this much. You can just look at anything on the calendar and say, okay, oh well, yeah, I need a bit of this or do this. It's like pulling up if you got cable TV, it's like pulling up the guide on cable and going, I want to watch this now. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like being able to select, and more channels are coming.
And we continue to create the channels that call forth what's really pulling you.
Yeah. Some of the channels will be ideas we have for programming, and some of the channels will be stuff that you say, hey, we'd really like to see this. But what's the intention? The intention is that you're living this in your life.